Okay, let's talk about the Facebook trade we made last week. We got into two put contracts on Facebook last week after it had its earnings on the 27th. Let me make the daily chart bigger. So on the 27th, Facebook had the earnings after hours, and the next day it gapped up. We saw that it gapped up to the 15 moving average and ended up rejecting the blue line up there. So we got in with a put contract. The next day, it ended up uh, breaking the 50, but ultimately rejecting it again. So we got into another put contract onto Facebook. And for this one, it was more of a day trade. On the 2 hour chart, we saw that it opened up and gapped up above the 50 and into H2, which is this red line on right here. And if we see the statistics on H2, we see that it only really closes above H2 9.5% of the time. So looking at those odds, I decided to take a quick day trade on Facebook. I got into a put contract on Facebook on the second 2 hour candle and set my stop at 213, which is just above the first 2 hour candle. It ended up going in our favor almost immediately, and I got out at 206. It ended up selling off along with the market the rest of the day, but I just wanted to get moved back to the average, which is the white line right here, or the white dots right there, for a base hit. I ended up getting that, got out, and this this ultimately is going to pay for the first put contract that we got on Facebook, making that a freebie since we already made what we paid for on the first contract. So now we can just uh, let it ride and see if we can get any more out of it. And that's all for the trade on Facebook last week.